A very happy Tuesday morning to everyone out there. Landon here in the driver's seat to bring you your latest weather or not forecast, courtesy of On Target. We got some immaculate weather in store both today and tomorrow, folks. It's all thanks to that cold front jolting all the way down off the Gulf Coast. We have got northwest winds that are remaining intact, and it has brought in some immaculate conditions in the great outdoors for us to take in out there. Starting off, taking a look over the Wobbles community, we have got crystal clear skies overlooking the Lovers Lane Soccer Complex and the Loops Trails. Going to be that way throughout the majority of the day. I think we'll have a bit more cloud cover in here as we work throughout the day. A healthy mix of sun and clouds to soak in. But as far as temperatures and dew points are concerned, it is going to be incredible. Beach Tree New Sky Cam showing not a cloud in the sky, looking off from the north and west from Morgantown. Not much at all going on out there, and that's not bad news considering where our current conditions lie. We've got temperatures and dew points, folks, all the way down between the mid and upper 50s. Might even be a little chill in the air for some of you out there. As we work throughout the day, highs are not going to be escaping between the mid and upper 70s. Get out there and soak it in if you have the opportunity to do it. Get a couple laps in on the lunch break. Soak it in, folks, because this is a nice, wonderful taste of fall here, right into what is typically the dog days of summer. Looking here at the latest surface map, you can see there's not a whole lot going on. We've got high pressure extending all the way from southern Canada. You can see it right there towards the top of the graphic image. And with the cold front well down to our south, we got some scattered rain showers that's going to be occurring off of the Midwest. Maybe some cloud debris that's going to come down into our vicinity as a result. But outside of that, we're looking at basically no sensible weather impacts here for the foreseeable future. We showed you this yesterday, but we're going to show it to you again. This is a look at the mid and upper level pattern. We got this upper level ridge that continues to dominate and claim territory right there across the south and central continental U.S. Baggy trough diving down to the southeast, right across the northeastern tier of the U.S. Those are going to continue to work in tandem to bring those winds out of the north and west, keeping very, very comfortable conditions around for this time of year. For us, all right? So in regards to cloud cover, you might have some patchy fog out there this morning. As we work throughout the day, again, maybe a healthy mix of sun and clouds here. Here we are working into this afternoon, and then we get into Wednesday, and that northwesterly flow with where we were looking at there on the satellite there a bit ago with all the rain showers up towards the Midwest. This is just going to be cloud debris. We're not expecting any sort of rain chances. We should remain dry as a bone, but a bit of cloud cover advecting in here out of the north and west between our Wednesday, and then we clear back out here on our Thursday underneath mostly sunny skies. Now taking a look at the dew point department, this is where the real comfort is coming from. We got those readings all the way down right around the upper 50s. Short-term model guidance is right on par with what the Mesonet was just showing. But as we work throughout today, folks, we're going to see dew points actually fall during the late afternoon and throughout the overnight. It's going to feel even better by sunrise on Wednesday. We're looking at dew points down in the mid and upper 40s for some of us. It's going to feel absolutely immaculate out there again tomorrow. And then you'll note here as we get into our Thursday, the dew points remain comfortable as well despite winds turning back out of the south. Now, as that does so and that occurs, we'll go back over here in the mid and upper levels of the atmosphere to give you the breakdown. But that upper level ridge is going to continue to expand eastward after the trough drives off to the north and east. Watch this big bad ridge that's going to build and take over our weather pattern. Thursday, on into Friday, on throughout the weekend, on into the early days of next week, folks. This ridge is becoming very, very strong for this time of year. This is not going to be allowing any sort of weather making it down into our vicinity. It's going to stay lodged up here across the northern plains in the Midwest. We're looking at a very prolonged period here, folks, at least over the course of the next week or week and a half or 2 weeks, to where we're not going to be having any sort of rain chances in the forecast whatsoever. Now, this is the first time throughout the summer season that we've started to get into this typical pattern with this monster ridge that's going to be building in here. Hopefully we see some breakdown in the model guidance as we work over the course of the next week or so, but as we currently are looking at things, we're going to go into a very, very dry spell of weather here across the Wobbles community and beyond, all right? Putting better proof to that, take a look here in regards to the total rainfall forecast over the course of the next week, and it's absolutely zilch. They got a little bit over there in terms of what they're looking at in regards to rainfall down near the Appalachians. But folks, you can take a look here on the latest climate outlook that is here from the Weather Prediction Center. We are going to have absolutely well above average dry conditions here over the course of the next 6 to 10 days. So these dry conditions out there, folks, be aware. We're going to have some drought conditions that are going to be nosing up in here as we work over the course of the next few weeks, all right? Here's a full 6-day weather forecast breakdown brought to you by Ohio Valley Insurance. Partly to mostly sunny today after we get the fog out of here. Highs this afternoon between the mid and upper 70s. Wednesday is going to be a broken record forecast. That's the good news. And Thursday even will be very similar to where the dew points aren't going to make a drastic return. They're still going to be at a comfortable level, but winds turning out of the south are going to take highs up to right around the low to mid 80s, upper 80s, lower 90s, the name of the weather game Friday, all the way through the end of the weekend. And unfortunately, we'll have dew points creeping back up to the 60s, darn near right around the 70-degree mark as well. Warm and soupy, the name of the weather game throughout the entirety of the weekend. That'll wrap up your Tuesday morning weather night forecast brought to you by On Target. You all take care of yourselves and each other. Have a fantastic second.